Hey there, it's been a while. Please subscribe to my channel. I'll be grateful to you.
Hope and Carter's location shoot. Exotic setting for romantic marriage proposal? The bold and the beautiful spoilers predict that Hope, Logan and Carter Walton's romance will come with some surprises in 2025. Things are going well for this relationship, so it's easy to envision Carter wanting to pop the question at some point. Of course, Hope hesitated to commit to Thomas Forrester, but that was a very different circumstance. Thomas's dangerous history was a concern, and so was the fact that Hope was still fresh off her divorce from Liam Spencer. More time has gone now, so Hope may be ready to get engaged to someone new. That's especially true since Carter has demonstrated his commitment and makes Hope feel like she's the only woman in the world. If Carter does decide to arrange a marriage proposal, you can guarantee he'll do it up good. Carter knows how to be pretty romantic, so anything he might arrange for, Hope would be especially wonderful. That takes us to some potential hints in the show's preview info for 2025. In an interview with TV Insider, B&B head writer and executive producer Bradley Bell promised a location shoot and emphasized that there'd be a ton of romance for Hope and Carter. It sounds like Carter and Hope could end up at the center of this location shoot, so could he fly her to an exotic place and propose to her there? Perhaps Carter will blend business with pleasure and ask Hope to marry him while they're on a power couple trip. Hope might obtain an engagement ring and ultimately say yes to live happily ever after with Carter. That'd be the perfect way to set up the storm that's ahead for this pair, since there are actually some problems in the works. Hope and Carter's romance will undoubtedly be challenged, so an engagement would truly raise the stakes. The bold and the beautiful spoilers claim Carter and Hope's future will take some unexpected turns, so stay tuned for updates on any marriage proposal news and predictions on their next chapter. Liam takes a stand against Bill. Is Grandpa paying the price for Luna's release? The bold and the beautiful spoilers and updates hint Bill Spencer has positioned himself as the savior of Luna Nozawa, but this act of heroism comes with a heavy price. We're dealing with a merciless criminal who has blood on his hands, and Bill's choice to facilitate Luna's release from prison is bound to have terrible implications. The bold and the beautiful spoilers. From rough love to confrontations, Bill is set to confront some serious rough love from Katie Logan as she tries to beat some sense into him. Katie is surprised that someone as bright as Bill is allowing Luna to deceive him so easily. According to B&B teasers, Steffi Forrester will also have some harsh words for Bill, given that she has been a victim of Luna's machinations. Luna forced Steffi to a horrific ordeal when she imprisoned her in that cage. It was a near escape. If John Finnegan hadn't arrived just in time, Steffi's destiny could have been dreadful when the structure came crashing down. B&B spoilers. The children could be in danger from Luna the lunatic. This might become into a crucial feature of the narrative, particularly if Steffi and Liam Spencer find themselves confronting Bill's latest choices. Liam is certain to be outraged over Bill's role in rescuing Luna from prison, which would cause Steffi to request his help in reaching out to his father. Additionally, Steffi and Liam could enter into a debate concerning Kelly Spencer, given that she is Bill's granddaughter. The safety of the children is a huge concern. If Steffi and Liam were disturbed by Sheila Carter saving Kelly from drowning, how will they react to Luna being around? The bold and the beautiful spoilers. Ban Grandpa Bill from seeing Kelly? Steffi's kids might have lost their mother if Luna had succeeded given Bill's behavior and his continuous link to Luna. Liam and Steffi might decide that Kelly should not be around him. This could lead to Liam barring Bill from seeing Kelly until things change, using Kelly as leverage. Bill still seems to care about Luna like a daughter, even though she has tried to make their connection romantic. The DNA test indicated Luna isn't his child, but Bill still feels protective of her. Unfortunately, if Liam and Steffi opt to keep Bill away from Kelly, he might lose access to his grandchild, at least temporarily. What happened to Bill on The Bold and the Beautiful? Bill Spencer has always been trouble on The Bold and the Beautiful, but occasionally his devious acts lead some fans to think the character could be painting himself into a corner he can't get out of. However, they shouldn't worry too much, because Bill has done some pretty nasty things in the past and he's always managed to squirm out of it. Bill Spencer Jr. made his debut on B&B in 2009 when actor Don Diamont joined the serial fresh off of his two-decade career on sister soap The Young and the Restless, where he portrayed Brad Carlton. Bill is the previously unseen son of publishing tycoon Bill Spencer, who was a key character for the first 7 years of the show. After the older Spencer died, Bill got half of Spencer Publications and was made co-CEO with his sister Karen. The first thing Bill did to put the publishing company on the map was employ Stephanie Forrester to write a scandalous daily blog called The Logan Chronicles. This offered Stephanie the opportunity to seek revenge on ex-husband Eric Forrester and his new wife, Donna Logan. Meanwhile, Bill began dating Katie Logan, and despite her sister's complaints that he was only exploiting her, the pair was married at her childhood home. When the Forresters almost missed a loan payment, Bill persuaded the bank to foreclose and Forrester Creations became a subsidiary of Spencer. Katie found that Bill was acting on his father's last request to destroy Eric and his company. But Steffi Forrester manages to coerce Bill into selling the company back to the family by nearly seducing him and snatching Katie's ring off their dresser. Still, Bill later helped Donna obtain a portion of Forrester in her divorce settlement and bought it off of her. Bill found that he was the father of Liam Cooper, and welcomed him into the family. Although he may have carried the parental thing a little too far when he nearly let Amber Moore die after she claimed to be pregnant with Liam's son. And after deciding not to leave Katie for Steffi, he sought to push Liam and Steffi together instead, even arranging for an impromptu wedding for the couple in Aspen. Worried about Katie's health when she became pregnant, he advised she terminate it but finally respected her decision to carry the kid and welcomed William into the world. Unfortunately, Katie suffered from postpartum depression and left him, forcing Bill towards her sister, Brooke Logan. Even after Katie recovered and returned to him, Bill couldn't resist his affections for the blonde, and after going back and forth several times between the two women, Brooke realized she was pregnant with Bill's child. Sadly, she miscarried, and Katie pushed on a divorce. When Liam planned to marry Hope in Italy, Bill got her father, Deacon Sharp, out of prison and used him to put the kibosh on the marriage. Later, Bill realized he had another son to boss around when Quinn Fuller acknowledged that her kid, Wyatt Fuller, was truly his.
And after a near-death encounter while rock climbing, Bill decided to abandon Brooke to return to Katie and their son. But when Brooke decided to remarry Ridge, an upset Bill got so intoxicated he ended up in bed with Quinn. Bill wound up back with Brooke again while Katie planned to marry Ridge. So Brooke and Bill decided to beat them to the punch and tied the knot in Dubai. Ridge followed to stop them, and Bill had Justin hurl Ridge from a helicopter into the ocean. Although Ridge was presumed dead, he was eventually discovered alive and suffering from amnesia. Brooke was appalled with Bill's conduct, and they separated up. So Bill went back to Katie, and they ended up tying the knot again. After learning that Maya Avant is transgender, Bill raced to publish the scandalous story in the hopes it would destroy Rick Forrester, but later regretted his actions and even attended the couple's wedding. Worried about her sister being alone all the time, Katie pushed Brooke to come work at Spencer with her and Bill. This was a disastrous plan, as being in such close proximity to each other led to Bill and Brooke revealing that they were still in love with each other. A jealous Katie drowned her emotions in alcohol and requested a divorce. Bill managed to whisk Brooke away from Ridge when she found he was carrying on with Quinn behind her back, but their marriage was short-lived. Brooke dumped him when she realized the reality that he'd had someone set fire to the Spectra Fashion's offices and then tried to demolish the building while Sally Spectra and Liam were still inside. Eventually, Bill found comfort with an equally heartbroken Steffi, and the two finally completed their long-simmering relationship. Desperate to reunite with Liam, Steffi was terrified when she got pregnant, but happy to hear Bill wasn't the father. Bill sought to lure Steffi away from Liam, but eventually failed. He was also the center of a whodunit mystery when a mysterious assailant broke into his home and shot him in the back. It was eventually discovered to be Taylor Hayes, trying to protect her daughter from the CAD. After finally giving up on Steffi, Bill shifted his attentions to Brooke, but she insisted she was blissfully married to Ridge. When Katie discovered how badly Bill was neglecting his kid, she resolved to sue for custody of Will, and even married Thorne Forrester to assist her case. Although Katie was awarded custody of Will, Brooke informed her sister it was because Ridge had pressed the judge. So Bill was thrilled when Katie permitted him to spend more time with Will, even though she didn't explain why. But Bill got himself into more problems when he started putting the moves on Brooke again. Ridge got so enraged that his admonition to stay away from his wife erupted into a battle that placed Bill in the hospital after a dangerous fall. In an effort to make apologies, Bill changed his habits and seemed to have turned over a new leaf as he bonded with Will and reconciled with Katie. He did have a bit of a scare when he thought Flo Fulton might be his kid from a flirtation he'd had with Shauna Fulton, but a DNA test left him in the clear. Bill tried to make things formal with Katie, but she remained unclear if she could genuinely trust he'd changed. And when he was comforting Brooke about her marital difficulties, the duo enjoyed a kiss that Shauna recorded on tape. Although she didn't want to use it, Quinn made sure everyone witnessed the kiss at Ridge and Brooke's celebration. Heartbroken, a betrayed Katie dumped Bill, who immediately sought begging forgiveness. Ridge quickly had another reason to despise Bill when the guy accidentally hit Steffi with his automobile while she was on her motorcycle. Luckily, she healed, and the police didn't prosecute charges. Desperate to keep Ridge with Shauna, Quinn persuaded Bill to proclaim his love for Brooke, but the blonde turned him down. Unfortunately, Katie overheard. So when Bill eventually realized he loved her, she wasn't exactly enthused about bringing him back, proclaiming he'd have to prove he was worthy of her love. Bill was able to persuade the other Logans to persuade Katie to bring him back into her life. But things took another turn when Liam was driving him home one night and accidentally injured Vinny with the car. When Liam passed out, Bill threw his kid back into the car and drove away, hiding their traces. He later had Justin sell his automobile overseas to dispose of the evidence, and sought to keep a guilt-ridden Liam from blurting out what they'd done. But when Liam was pushed to confess, Bill sought to take the blame for the whole cover-up, but father and son both found themselves behind jail. Bill was confident Justin would have them out in no time, but the attorney was tired of being a sidekick and took advantage of his boss' absence to try and take over Spencer. Eventually, the truth came out, and when the duo were liberated, Bill sent Justin packing, never wanting to see him again. Later in the year, Bill again tried to urge Katie for another opportunity, but she claimed they were over. He also offered Liam tips on how to cope with a newly returned deacon, but it was a touch extreme. When Bill saw a disheveled woman down at the wharf, he brought her home to help her heal, and was startled to hear that she was Lee Finnegan, who had barely survived Sheila Carter crashing her car off the road. He helped Lee free her son, Finn Finnegan, from Sheila, and even transported Finn to Europe so he could rejoin with Steffi. Bill tried again to reconcile with Katie, but she again turned him down. And when Ridge dumped Brooke, he was happy enough to step in and try to lure Brooke back into his own arms. But when that failed, he instantly turned to Katie again, who was obviously not interested in being second best. As Bill began to slip into a dark place, he put his sword necklace back on and later surprised Finn and Steffi when he showed up at their apartment to defend Sheila, revealing that he and Sheila had somehow become a couple. He vowed to send Taylor to prison for shooting him if Finn and Steffi had Sheila locked up for shooting them. When Bill announced his love for Sheila, everyone tried talking sense into him, but he refused to listen. In fact, he even proposed to her, but it was all part of a huge strategy he and Ridge had concocted to get her comfortable enough to confess to some of her misdeeds, so they could put her behind jail permanently. Learning the truth, Sheila ran to Deacon's waiting arms only to find that they'd pulled him into the scheme to make her pay. Everyone was pretty relieved to find Bill was never in love with Sheila, especially Katie. But when he once again sought to bring her back, she declined, having been involved with Carter Walton. At the end of 2023, Bill was astonished to recognize Poppy Nozawa when they were introduced, but she maintained they'd never met before. After racking his memory, he recalled they had met roughly 20 years ago at a music festival in San Francisco and had a terrific time together. Bill renewed things with Poppy, and after doing the math, pondered if he could be the father of her daughter, Luna Nozawa. Although Poppy said he wasn't, Bill nonetheless became a father figure in Luna's life. After Poppy admitted it was a possibility, she and Bill decided to take a DNA test. Lee insisted on completing it to make sure Poppy wasn't trying to defraud her new sugar daddy, and was astonished when it proved Luna was Bill's daughter. Thrilled, Bill welcomed Luna and Poppy to move into his home, and Katie felt skeptical about her ex's new Insta family. And when Will went home, he also wasn't happy to meet the new woman in his father's life, or his new sister. After Katie questioned her about Tom Starr's death, Poppy confessed to Bill that she had once had a relationship with the singer. When Poppy was arrested for Tom and Hollis murders, Katie persuaded Bill to retake the DNA test. However, after he did so and Luna learned Bill wasn't her father, she startled him with a kiss. It was then revealed that Luna had slain Tom because he was her genuine biological father and Hollis because he found out what she'd done. Bill disposed of the letters that Luna wrote him, but later visited her in prison, where she argued that everyone was mistaken about her, and she wasn't a deadly murderer. Then, when he visited her and saw her terribly battered, she asked him to help get her out. Why Brooke's storyline is set to captivate fans, and the new CEO is bound for trouble. The bold and the beautiful spoilers and updates suggest dramatic developments have been unfolding at Forrester Creations recently, highlighted by Brooke Logan's elevation to the role of CEO. Brooke decided to recover her former role in an effort to restore order for the Forrester family, but she ended up making a key misstep. The bold and the beautiful spoilers. She should have told Ridge Forrester what she was up to clearly. The fault was not informing Ridge Forrester about the plan beforehand. If Brooke had taken the time to detail her scheme to have Carter Walton refile the required LLC forms, Ridge might have backed her grand reveal. Unfortunately, it didn't occur, forcing Ridge and Brooke to navigate through extra turbulence. Brooke said that she understands why Ridge feels betrayed given the scenario, so she seems to be allowing him a bit of leeway at least for the moment. After witnessing Taylor Hayes in his shirt coming down the stairs, things could have gone south so much worse had she accused him of cheating, but then, they never remarried. B&B spoilers. Brooke Logan still wants to be with Ridge Forrester despite everything. Brooke's affections for Ridge are apparent, despite her anger and hurt at witnessing Taylor, and Ridge's harsh words about her daughter Hope Logan. Given the history of B&B, where Ridge and Brooke typically find their way back to each other, it seems likely that she will eventually receive what she desires, even after Ridge's nasty statements. However, Brooke's statements in the December 24th episode hint that there won't be an easy resolution. Their relationship is certainly strained, as she grieved over the notion of spending the holidays apart from Ridge. She told herself that she would fix their relationship. By next Christmas, Brooke is determined that they will be reunited. The bold and the beautiful spoilers, no quick fix. By next Christmas, that certainly doesn't sound promising if you were expecting this story would finish up soon. It looks like B&B is setting up a long-term plot for Brooke, which means she might be without Ridge for a while. Brooke might have simply said they would be together again and left it at that. If the show planned for Brooke and Ridge to reunite next week, It wouldn't make sense for her to make such a big statement about by Christmas next year. This doesn't mean it will actually take until the next holiday for them to reunite. But it does suggest we should prepare for a long time without Ridge by Brooke's side. Exciting, the bold, and the beautiful 2025 preview. The last year concluded with plenty of drama, and going into the new year, the bold and the beautiful isn't slowing down one bit. The war for Forrester Creations will continue into 2025. Relationships will be strained, and new characters and stories for established characters are on the way. I'm very excited about stories and cast for 2025. Head writer and executive producer Bradley Bell gushed to TV Insider. Everyone's really popping, and I think it'll be one of our best years, if not our best year ever. Carter's hostile takeover of Forrester has created a line in the sand and pitted the Forresters against the Logans, and things are only going to get uglier. Zen finds himself caught in the center, finally being free to demonstrate his talent as a designer, but thinking he's betraying his family. And Brooke taking over as CEO could be the final nail in the coffin for her marriage to Ridge. But a new face will also be entering the mix as a woman named Daphne Rose joins Forrester Creations to produce a signature perfume for the brand. The audience will learn that there's a person behind her, and that person is Steffi, teased Belle. She's a plant by Steffi to really undermine Carter and dismantle this current situation where he, Hope, and Brooke are in charge. So there will be a mystery and a twist in the plot. And she's going to employ really unique techniques, as Will and Remy go to battle over Elektra. The scribe promises their storyline will also include Ivy and the Logan ladies. Our younger characters are going to have a kind of mystery story, he continued, with some shocking twists. Although Bill first resisted any interaction with Luna after what she did to him and his family, not to mention the 2 murders she committed in kidnapping Steffi. But he finds himself attracted to aid the young woman. Now, we don't know whether he's being played or not. No one really plays Bill Spencer, but he's going to have a little affinity for her and her story, and what she's had to endure, Bell previewed. The tale will also feature the entire Nozawa family, even bringing Ted King's Jack Finnegan back into the canvas. Dollar Bill's big Luna mistake. The bold and the beautiful spoilers have teased Luna Nozawa's release from prison for quite a while now. And it looks like the gorgeous serial murderer could be roaming the streets sooner rather than later. This week on the CBS soap, Dollar Bill Spencer will spend more time with his estranged daughter in prison. Will he help Luna be released? The young and the restless spoilers. Luna's upcoming release in real life. Nobody is seeing the light of day again after committing 2 murders and a kidnapping. But this is the bold and the beautiful, and weirder things have happened. The daytime drama writers are getting creative and are putting the wheels in motion for Killer Luna's eagerly anticipated release from prison. If Sheila Carter can stroll the streets of Los Angeles as a free woman, then Luna Nozawa can too. If there's anyone that can help Killer Luna get out of jail, it's Bill Spencer. Not only does he have infinite cash at his disposal, he knows a lot of significant people and has various favors he might call in. Obviously, the court isn't going to drop Luna's charges, but Bill might be able to get her released on some form of bail or ankle monitor while they treat her mental health concerns and she goes to trial. B&B spoilers. Bill Spencer's getting swindled? The bold and the beautiful spoilers predict that there's a catch. Before Bill agrees to assist Luna get out of prison, he will ask her some harsh questions regarding killing her true father and the Il Giardino busboy. Is there really a correct or wrong answer? Luna has never denied the charges, so it will be fascinating to see what Dollar Bill is getting at. Whatever Luna discloses about the murders, it doesn't seem to sway Bill's mind. Spoilers imply that Luna will be a free woman very soon. Do you believe that Luna Nozawa will change her ways if Bill gets her out? Is Dollar Bill making a huge mistake?
Thank you for your time. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.